Senior leadership and management training to influence your output, growth, change, and culture.
Hi, it's Nick Hill. Good to have you with me here again. So let's continue our discussion on emotional intelligence. Emotions can also be triggered irrationally. What do I mean by this? Have you ever smelt a perfume and suddenly got upset because that perfume reminded you of your ex? Yeah? Okay, all right. Now, you may think, oh, actually, that's not irrational. Well, it is if you haven't seen her now in 10 years. Forget about it. It's over. Move on. What if you see something or you hear something, you hear a song, or you see someone that reminds you of someone and suddenly you feel an unwanted emotion? Now, you may say, well, surely that's still rational. Yes, but not if. It's redundant. The emotion that was generated 10, 20 years ago for you doesn't necessarily serve you today. So originally, the subconscious there was supporting you by telling the amygdala to generate the emotion of, let's use that word again, fear, because you were 6 years old or 16 or whatever the age is, and you needed to fear someone in the playground that looked at you in a particular way. But today, as an adult, you don't need to fear them. It's other children that need to fear that strange person in the playground, not you. You don't necessarily need to fear them, but what do? You might need to watch them for a bit or even call the police. But the response, the apt response today as an adult is not one of fear, it's one of maybe emergency, or it may be I now need to take action and go and do something. Maybe there's not an emotion that you experience. Maybe the emotion you now experience as an adult is disgust, but they haven't done anything yet. So why are you feeling disgusted? Do you see how the emotion of fear that you experience as a child would have been conducive to you at your age, but now as an adult, it is not? There are many reasons why you and I experience emotions, and they're not always triggered by external factors, but also internal factors. You can be thinking something, all right? So you can be recalling a memory, and that in itself triggers the emotion. Now, if you have some unresolved issues which are triggering today some unwanted emotions, not only are you going to have to increase your EQ, but also meaning emotional quotient, right? But also you're going to have to deal with some of those experiences through CBT or some other psychotherapeutic route. You see, emotions can be triggered internally in many ways. One other way would be hormonal discharge, whether it's the testes or the ovaries or the hypothalamus or the pituitary gland or the adrenals. You now have a hormonal discharge which triggers the emotion. And it still necessitates what we talked about in one of the earlier webinars, you sitting back and thinking, okay, why do I feel this way? Or what is it that I'm feeling right now? And again, put a label on that emotion. And you recognize that you feel that way, that you are experiencing that emotion because of the hormones that are being discharged. Hence the reason why your behavioral response to the emotion that you're experiencing in that moment when it is hormonal has to be different to a behavioral response which is triggered by an outside catalyst, an outside trigger.
Before you engage in confrontations, leave your emotions at the door to remain objective and impartial. Nicholas C. Hill.
If you are enjoying these webinars, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, please click that notification bell, and please share it with people that you believe will benefit. See you in the next webinar.
Attend this training in person or online. Book an in-house tailored course, one-to-one program, or enroll on our open masterclasses today. Inquire now on 0345 678 9900 or email info@hilltraining.com.
Read Nicholas C. Hill's Professional Leader magazine now, the new quarterly digital publication for leaders and managers like you who want to influence output, growth, change, and culture. International Master Coach Trainer of Leadership and Management Strategy, with over 25 years of experience, Nicholas C. Hill gives you over 90 pages of relevant, profoundly challenging, and solution-driven content, enveloped in beautiful artwork that you can read on any digital device. Our cover stories deliver essential lessons in leadership from the late masters of business, government, and non-profit. Our Thought Leader column shares the timeless wisdom of thinkers who changed the landscape of organizational philosophy and psychology. Get the leadership and management resources you need today. Purchase Professional Leader magazine now on professionalleader.com.